Hi guys, my name's Ellie. Welcome to my channel, and today I wanted to do a first impression and demo of this. This is the Benefit Gold Rush. Sorry, I have the other ones down here. I've been looking at Hoola and I'm like, yeah, Hoola's the brand now, because that's just how my brain works some days. Benefit's the brand, Gold Rush is the blush. I'm wearing it today. This is the color, and I'm gonna swatch it. Like it's very soft. So I'm gonna put in my application right here. So we're at the part of my makeup where I put on blush. I was going to do bronzer and then I was like, that's not necessarily gonna let us have a good idea of how the blush actually performs and applies, because it's gonna blend in a little bit too much, especially because this is kind of a light blush. This is Gold Rush. So I brought two brushes. I have my Lisa Frank angled blush brush, and I have my Luxie 514 blush brush. I want to start with this one and see how it goes. And let's just get it on my face. Especially because this is such a light blush. I swatched it out, and I was like, this is really soft. Like, even though you can barely see the pigment. And it's scented. I was not expecting that. I don't have, let's say these are my first little batch of Benefit box blushes, or really any of their face powders. I didn't know they were going to be scented. It's not a bad scent, it's just a scent I wasn't prepared for. So as you can see, it's going on really softly. Like, you can see no blush, but it's not making a strong impact. So we're going to try it with this guy and see if that maybe places it a little bit more heavily. Again, we don't have that much to work with, but I have ways I want my blush to look. So let's try and get that a little higher on the cheekbones. Blendy blend. Okay. We'll stop there and do the other side. Okay, so that's where we are on blush. It's so light. I don't know if it's because I already had powdered my foundation or what, but like this is just so soft. And like it would be really cute with a nice little natural look, and if you just wanted a little bit of blush, but not really to like do much to your face. I don't know why, but I'm just going to keep putting it on my face because I keep wanting it to be a stronger color. I think maybe I can build it. Maybe I can get it there if I try. Because I've been using a lot more pigmented blushes. So, my eyes watering too, that's great. I'm gonna finish up my look and come back with final thoughts. And I am back with thoughts. I don't even know if you guys can tell that I have anything on my face other than the fact that I'm not quite as pasty in this chunk as I am up here. My instincts were right. If I'd put on the bronzer that I have and tried to put on this blush, it would not have shown up at all. Especially because I feel like this was marketed as like a shimmery blush, and it's it went on matte. It went on super matte. I can see little bits of sparkle in the pan. You can't see them though. So I was kind of planning for this to be kind of a blush highlight duo. You know, the ones that you can put on and like on the lower part of the section it just looks like blush, on the top of the section it has a bit of a sheen. It didn't do that because this just goes on matte, very light, and I used a ton of product trying just to get it to look like anything. So, currently my opinion is I don't really like this. I could see how it could be helpful. Again, I'm pretty freaking pale, so if this barely shows up on me, I'm really wondering who this is marketed towards. Because like, it's very, very soft, it's very natural looking, and I could see that being a draw if somebody really, really likes just the barest touch of color and just really, really doesn't want a lot of pigment on their face and they want a much more natural look. I could potentially wear this again with a more toned down neutral look, or I could just use the ones that I have that I like. I feel like if you want like just the sheerest wash of color, you probably already have a good brush and system that you have in place to use that with a regular blush. Because you can do a sheer wash of color from a regular blush, you just have to pick up less product and make sure you're kind of just very, very blended out. There's this one, I could barely even get it to show up. So, this is not the best initial impressions of a blush. Especially because I haven't tried their face powders before, which I mentioned in my little demo thing. This is very scented, which makes me nervous because scented products have a higher likelihood of breaking people out. And it's, again, the smell was stronger than the color. Yeah. Even just opening it up, you can smell it. It smells kind of like baby powder, like clean linen scent, but also powdery. And I just don't see why this product was necessary. That's kind of what my brain's at right now. I don't know. I feel like if it was this color but it actually showed up this color, I'd be more into it. If it had more of a sheen, I'd be more into it. The kind of thing that you can throw on your cheeks and eyes with like a tinted moisturizer and just run out the door. Okay, but it doesn't show up, really. Like, even in person, I promise you, I'm a little washed out on camera, but even in person, like, it's really hard to see if I even got it in the right spot. Because it's very, very pale. So, this makes me nervous about the expected pigmentation of the rest of these products. It also makes me a little curious as to if the pigmentation's better in the full size. I know people always talk about liking the minis and how great they are for travel and having, you know, if you're a panner, you have less product to go through, so you can really actually, like, sample a color, use it, but also not add a ton of extra product to your collection. I just don't see the point of this blush. I know it's a little sassy, and that's not, you know, normally I'm bright and happy, and I've done a bunch of research on products, and I'm very excited. And I was very excited for all the products that I bought in this little blush bunch, which is sold out, which is why I'm doing them as individual product reviews as opposed to a across-the-board, this set type of review. But I just... I could also just be cranky because my eye decided to water, so I have just a hole in my eyeshadow where my watery eye washed it away. Maybe I'm using blush in a different way that other people are, but I do like color on my skin. I like it bringing me back to life. I like seeing it. The other way I could see this being used is if you had a really, really pigmented blush and you wanted to tone it down, or you wanted to, like, put this down as a base and then just, like, tap that one on top, or, like, tap that one and then use this to blend out the edges. But that's not a reason I would buy one of these on its own. Because, again, we're assuming that you're going to use this as a reference as to whether or not you buy a full-sized product. Because this, I was told the the set is sold out. So that's a really big ask to buy a full-sized separate product just to have it in case you needed to use it with a stronger blush. So I'm really trying to find like a good reason about this, but this is not my favorite. I'm a little let down because like I like how my eyes turned out other than the patchy part. I like how my lip turned out. My brows look like brows. But because of this blush, I didn't do bronzer, which I've been really liking bronzer now that I found out how I like to put it on. And I planned not to do highlight. I did end up adding highlight on top just because there was no sheen. Yeah, it says Warm Golden Nectar Blush. I feel like this is like a very soft nude for very pale people. Like the tiniest hint of like you smelled peach from 2 rooms over, only on your skin. And I just don't think that this is something that's gonna really have people running out to the stores to buy it. I know people really love the Benefit blushes. Let me see let me just open some up and test them. Ooh, oh, that's a color. So let's see. You can have the Barely There swatch. Let's swatch Rockateur. Oh, I'm trying to see if I even remember where the swatch is. Oh, that's really soft. But stronger than the other one. We'll try you later. Let's see if California. Yeah, that. Okay. That is the kind of, let me side by side them. Yeah, that is what I was expecting. So, if you like this color, go buy a different blush. Oh, I'm glad I have other things in this set, because if I just bought a full size of this, I would be really mad right now. I'm gonna have to do like a side-by-side comparison of these. So, Gold Rush. I'm underwhelmed. I don't know about you guys, but meh. Like, it's in my collection, so I'll probably find a way to use it, or I'll use it to mix with other blushes, or maybe even just as like a transition eyeshadow color. I will find a way to multi-purpose it now that I have it, especially as it being part of a set that I can't return it individually. But let me know down below if you have this, if you're excited about it, if you think it's like the thing you've been looking for, let me know. Or also let me know if you're disappointed like me, because this is just meh. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.